What are we talking about today? Let's talk about it. Hey. How y'all doing today? Just what are we talking about today? Interesting topic. This stuff just comes to me, guys. And it's my story. It's experiences that I've seen, that I have dealt with personally also. So it's definitely all truth in this. In my opinion, also a little mixture of both. So the name of this topic today is stop worrying about what they're doing with the next person and focus on getting back to you. Stop worrying about what they're doing with the next person and focus on getting back to you. That's our title. So where that came from, I think a lot of times when you're coming out of a relationship and a relationship is over, it's ending, and you move on or they move on, sometimes, if not one or both, we worry about who the new person is. Like, what do they look like? Who are they? Like, where they come from? Like, you want to get all the details about who your ex is seeing. It's not healthy. Let me tell you, number one, it's not healthy. But we all have done it. Believe me, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at them because, whenever somebody with you, we should all think highly of ourselves before and after a relationship. And you're like, when you see them with somebody else, it's like, wow, like, we do that. I'm not the only one. We do that. We like, he with her, it is what it is. We just can't see it. We can't see why. Because, when you're with somebody, you want to see the best in them and believe the best about them. And when they do things, that are not who you want them to be, what you want them to do, then it's like, it's strange, it's weird to you, right? You don't understand it. But here's what you don't understand. This is what I had to realize. When something is over and you're moving off emotions, you're not in your right mind. You're not doing things logically because you're not even thinking. You're thinking with this feeling. Whatever feeling, that could be a bad feeling. The majority of the time it's bad, it's hurt, it's pain. You're moving through pain. So you're not gonna make the best choices or decisions when it comes to people. That's why when things end, we should take time to work on ourselves. We don't want to do that because we're so used to, being with this person all the time. So it's like we don't know, or we don't want to be by ourselves. That's kind of how it was, right? So I didn't want to be by myself. And I made poor decisions out of my emotions. And we do that constantly until we actually realize, okay, what's going on with me? Like, why am I, what's going on? But the thing is, you got to take time for yourself. A lot of times we don't take time for ourselves. We're so consumed with this person. And whether we're trying to get revenge or whether we're trying to numb the pain, it's all kind of different emotions that you're dealing with. And you don't realize you're dealing with these emotions, right? If you constantly, checking their Facebook status and trying to see who they, whether or not they done posted a picture with somebody else and what they look like, and, just find all this information about this other person, like, you just hurt yourself. It's best to just focus on you and let that go. Just let it go. Let it be what it is. Because nobody's in their clear mind. Nobody's doing things rationally. Everybody's on emotions. And when you move on emotions, you're all over the place. You don't know what you're doing. I made a lot of stupid decisions off of my emotions. And I can't change those things, right? But what I can tell you is, learn from me. Do not rush into nothing fresh out of a relationship. Because when you do that, you make poor decisions. You keep making poor decisions. When you're acting on your emotions, I promise you, your decisions in people, and don't make any major decisions about nothing. Just work on getting yourself healing. Work on getting yourself better. So when that right person comes along, you be ready for them. You don't be carrying bags trying to get back at the ex. Oh, let me post a picture. Oh, let me do this. Let me do that. And a lot of times, I wouldn't necessarily post a picture, but, people that I entertain post a picture. And I'm just like, ugh, whatever. I didn't really, it didn't really matter to me, but it felt like, you know, they was doing it just so, you know, for clout, you know. You know, let me let them see. Let me let everybody see who I'm talking to. Let me everybody see this and see this. And then to get back, you know, and I'm telling you, exes check that stuff. People be, and if they ain't checking it, somebody checking it for them, sending them pictures and showing them, and then, you know, and if y'all still communicating, oh, I see so and so, oh, who this, who that, oh, that, you know, that's what they're gonna do, because nobody happy. People acting off emotions, everybody mad and angry, and you're dealing with all of that stuff, you know. So my advice, don't do it. Take time, work on yourself, because when you do things like that, you only hurt you, and you're hurting an innocent person that, you know, could possibly be a really, really good person, but you don't know it because you can't see it because you're in your emotions. You know, you're dealing with something. And you can tell people that, and they cannot even care. They just, whatever, okay. You know, I still want to, let's whatever. You know, just, you know, a lot of people are selfish and they're just looking for, you know, self. It's all about self, and how everything will look and everything's seen. When in the inside, you're still hurt, you're still dealing with stuff. So it's fake, and it's phases of coming out of a relationship. You go from anger to hurt to resentment and some people even do revenge. They try to, you know, seek revenge, and all of that stuff is just a waste of time and a waste of energy. You just gotta focus on being the best you can be, so you can be good for your kids or whoever you gotta take care of. You gotta be healthy, and the stuff that goes on with that, you know, moving out of emotions is unhealthy. And you're not healthy for yourself. You're not healthy for anybody. So you got to work on you. Stop worrying about who he's seeing or whatever he doing, or whatever she doing. Stop worrying about that stuff. It's only gonna make you sick. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, men and women, they ain't thinking. They out there trying to numb the pain. You know, trying to numb the pain with somebody else. Sad but true. I did it. I thought I was doing it, when all I was doing was hurting people and hurting myself. A waste of time. I messed up a lot of stuff, you know, hurt myself and hurt other people doing stuff like that. And because I wasn't in my right mind, and I should have took time for myself. Once you get older, you should certain things you should just know. It's not about no revenge. It's not about who that person is seeing. It's not about none of that, because people do what they want to do, and it has nothing to do with you. You are a good person. You're beautiful. You're handsome. And you're whole all together. You know, just work on you and let them, you know, figure their stuff out. And you just, you know, just keep working on each other. Period. Don't try to go out there and do something to make somebody else mad, because half the time people don't even care. Just work on yourself. That's what I had to realize. Work on myself and stop worrying about who that person with and what they doing, because you're only gonna make yourself miserable. You got to work on yourself. You can't move off emotions. When you move off emotions, guess what? Ain't gonna last. They might be with that person for 2 months, 6 months, whatever. It ain't gonna last. I promise you it ain't gonna last, because nobody's in their right mind. Nobody's thinking with this right here. They're thinking with other parts of the body. You know what I'm talking about? They're thinking with other parts of their body. Not in their right mind. And when they snap out of it, you know, damage control, all this, you know, you gotta do damage control. You got to apologize. You got to try to make somebody understand, you know, you was in a bad space. But you know, it's hard. It's hard, but you got to work on yourself, by yourself, for yourself. Stop using other people trying to numb that pain, because the pain won't go away. You just put Band-Aids on it. Those Band-Aids going to fall off. Now what you going to do? So like I said, just stop worrying about that. That's something, that's a lesson I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I messed up my credit. I did all kind of stuff, moving off emotions, not in my right mind, just doing stuff, just you know, just to say I had something going on, to keep my focus off that person when it couldn't. I had to work on myself, by myself, for myself, and working on you. And you can't work on yourself and keep entertaining people. You can't do that. You can't work on yourself worrying about who they seeing or what they got going on. You can't do that. You gotta let it go, so you can live your life and work on yourself. Because if it was meant to be, it would be. You know, sometimes things happen for you, not to you. Things happen for you to see who this person is and what you need to do with yourself. Period. We don't want, I know we don't want to start over and we don't want to do all that stuff, but why sit up here and torture yourself worrying about somebody that don't care about you? Because if he cared about you, he wouldn't put you through the things he put you through, period. He or she. If they cared about you genuinely, they wouldn't be hurting you. Love doesn't hurt. People that don't know how to love each other, that's what hurts. That's what we got to realize. Some people don't know what love is. Some people don't know how to love. People think love is, giving money, paying bills, and, I don't know, sex. That ain't love. You got to know what love is. It's not that. You don't put a condition on love. Love is just, I love you just because you're you. Whoever that may be. If that person changes, I still love you. I still love you. Whoever you may be, whoever you may grow to be. You understand that? You can't put a condition on love. You just can't. That's not love. It's just not. A lot of people don't know what love is. They just don't. It's okay. People weren't taught. Everybody wasn't taught the same thing. Everybody didn't see that growing up. Some stuff you got to learn on your own. Sad but true, right? So that's my spill on that. I want to keep it short, sweet. Hadn't been on here in a minute. So that's what I had to say. What else I got? There's some things you can only learn in the storm. Like I said, growing up, pretty much all my life, I didn't realize who I was until I experienced the storm that I went through. Never bitter, always better. Let's keep that 1,000 right now. So me going through what I went through, it birthed something that was already inside of me. The thing we had to realize, what you got, what you have, is already inside of you. You don't need nobody else to show you that. You got that. But see, life had to happen to me in order for me to see that, in order for me to realize that. And when it did, look at me. Look at what you see today. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. Not the same person. And it's because of the storm that I went through. And every day I'm healing, every day I'm growing. And you should too. Nobody's perfect. You're going to constantly, as long as you live, you're going to constantly grow through stuff. And it's for your better good. It is. It might seem like the worst thing that's happening to you, but I promise the worst thing will be the best thing for you. Because it can't rain all the time. It can't storm all the time. The sun got to come out. Hello? Keep that in mind. It can't rain. It can't storm all the time. It can't. The sun has got to come out. So when you're going through that storm, I promise you on the other side is a rainbow. It's a rainbow. You just got to believe it. You got it inside of you. I need you to believe that you got everything you need inside of you. Don't let somebody, not seeing your worth make you feel worthless. You're somebody. You are. If nobody ain't told you, you're somebody. I'm telling you today, you're somebody. We're all somebody. And there's somebody that God made just for us. And that person gonna find you, or you're gonna find them, vice versa. And you're gonna know it. You don't have to do nothing. I know you heard me say it. You don't have to do nothing. You'll know. So I got y'all. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening. Happy Monday. Be the energy that you want.